Through it very analytically again, and I've got my own comments about it.
Right.
Yeah, black and white, yeah.
We're sitting reading the crits of. It's not a crit, it's the
Comment. It's the what?
Castigation.
No, right? They're complimentary. They're complimentary, Pat.
I don't think it is.
I know you don't, but when you read the words, they're actually very complimentary.
It's not bad.
Particularly at the
They're
end.
not putting it. They're not putting like what they did with Anne and Half's film last year.
Yes, but okay, then if it's good, then why hasn't it got a 4-star?
That's just rude manners.
It's competent because obviously they can see that there are things that, like the bus going through a car.
Yeah,
Those
but,
are-
yeah, but you
I
see
know,
what,
but
yeah,
that's
but
the thing what they would say. You know, if you're going to do it, sort that problem
You
out.
can't. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. They don't understand it. It's above them. I mean, this thing. This is the thing that they can't come to terms with. I've pushed that as hard as I can to achieve that. It has problems with artifacts, things that don't develop properly, character consistency. It's across the board, and I've been on seminars that are being sent from being conducted from the States where they actually do them, set up all hours, and they're trying to get to grips with this. And these are the shortcomings in it. If you got a lump of plasticine and you put in an animation of a roughly hewn character and head, they'd think it was wonderful. If you did something in paper mache, or if you'd done paper cutouts, or even drawn drawings, they'd think that was wonderful. But because it's got this AI, which they...
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. I drew a short straw. I got the 3 dinosaurs.
No, you never did get the 3 dinosaurs.
I did.
No, you never. You got Tom Hardwick, you got Gordon Hunt, and Simon Sumner.
Yeah, and in conversation with a couple of people, they've said you're on the loser there because 3 of them are against AI.
No,
Gordon is. You try and have a sensible argument or discussion with Gordon. He will not accept it. He will not accept it.
I have, and he accepts that AI is useful. It is a tool. It is not a replacement. It is a tool, and Gordon and I have had talks about AI, and there are many times when I think AI is useful and can be used in a film, but we shouldn't rely just on AI. That film was just AI.
I mean, where was AI 5 years ago? Non-existent, really. And look how it's developed. It's only 5 years old, for God's sake.
You're looking at the Sinclair Spectrum.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. And look where the Sinclair Spectrum is compared to today.
Well, look at the Enigma machine and
Well, that's it.
the bombers. What's his name?
I generally, okay, you're going to have to put me in the same category as these 3. But I think it's a good film.
It's not showing me.
You did a lot of work.
Yeah.
But there are still AI problems.
Which you've got no control over.
You haven't got no control over that.
No, I know you've got
See,
no
is the
control
glass
over
up?
it, but they have to be honest. They have to judge it on what they
The
see.
important thing, Pat, as far as I could see, having read that 3 times now, is that what is a judge's role?
To judge a film fairly.
It's to commend it where it's commendable, and to say where improvements can be done. And on very occasionally they say, well, this is a pile of crap, isn't it? You shouldn't have put this in. But they've revamped the star rating. Now, if you get 3 stars, that's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
a good film.
good film.
I mean, so I can remember.
Now you put enough in there.
Yeah,
I can remember.
that's right.
I can remember
That's
when
right.
my film, when I put my film in Shadows, and it came out with 3 stars. I was annoyed. I thought it was better than that. But time has gone by, and I look at what I did in Shadows compared to what I'm doing now, And I can understand why they put it down as a 3-star. But at the
Yeah.
time, I was really frustrated. I was annoyed.
Yeah. My-
Because they wanted to show it at BF.
My-
And I said no.
The sheet's not
Yeah.
showing
I was
me.
annoyed.
Well,
My-
this is going to be shown at BF,
My
but-
film.
But in the
It wasn't
broom
the same
cupboard.
order.
Well, yeah,
It
doesn't matter, doesn't matter.
Well, I do.
Just
I-
my film.
Jim wants to speak.
My
Can I
f-
just say,
Yeah.
overall, reading the last little bit, which I would agree with, overall, Reverend Paris
No, it
is
came
an
in this
intriguing
order.
and atmospheric
Oh no, the
piece
sheet came in a
with
separate
genuine
order.
artistic
Yeah.
intention.
Yes.
We
No,
enjoyed
so
watching it, which is something,
do one lot.
and we would
I think.
be very interested to see how your work
Alright,
develops
let's
as IIT
go back to what-
tools
oh, I don't know.
continue
I lost it
to
now.
evolve. And I would go along. I thoroughly, as I've said to you
Start
before, and
again
I
now,
mean
yeah.
it, and I've written it down, is I found it was tremendous. But then what happens is with anything, overall, people get a bit picky. They're seeing one man doing this or that. Patrick, I take man after you, because it's a time, and it's the information that you use to develop that film, and that's changing now.
Yeah, but while they're saying that,
Remarkable.
while they're saying that, they also sort of, I mean, to me, they should have watched that film for 7 minutes, the allotted time.
They did.
And no, they didn't. No, I've had information back. What they do then is, the idea is they have a reference, so they can go back and download it and look at it
Yeah.
from Film Freeway, which it was put onto. Well, to get this sort of information out of it, they must have had to have gone through it frame by frame. They mentioned there something about a tram, and there are no
Oh,
tram,
no, tram lights.
no
I
tram
never
lights.
noticed.
Now, if you've seen that superficially, it wasn't a tram,
Yeah.
it was a trolley bus.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
very-
tram, trolley bus. I think.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have rails. It said it ain't got
Yeah,
any ra-
yeah, but I know. How many people get trams and trolley buses confused?
Yeah, but is it worth?
I didn't even notice the trolley bus.
Right, next, yeah.
And then sort of other little points like that, which suggest to me they've gone through. I hadn't noticed the
Well,
fact that,
Gordon said he's not going to do any more judging
well, that doesn't.
because of the dross. The dross he had to judge.
Right.
Yeah, but that's.
But I don't think that yours was one of the dross ones.
Not at all.
Brilliant. I think it's
Because I
brilliant.
mean, say Gordon
I think
said,
it's brilliant.
look, you watch the film, you don't know who's watching it with you, and then you broke up into little zooms, right? And you suddenly realise that you've got this person and that person, and you talk about the film. I think you've got 7 minutes to talk about the film, and then you come to a decision at the end, and then one person is chosen to write the critique of that particular film. Then you move on to the next film, and that's it.
He told me all this before He told me all this a long time ago. When he just done it, I mean, he didn't mention my film.
I mean,
at
say
all.
if I put my film in, which is probably going to be 40 minutes long,
They'll be asleep.
We can
Well,
really
that's the
criticise
problem,
then,
you
can't
see.
we?
You'll get what's his name?
Tom Hardwick.
No,
Martin Evans.
Right.
Martin Evans. He'd be do well to do. He's a good bloke, Martin Evans.
What's his?
Anyway, I mean, the other thing is that particularly annoyed me is they mention about the music. They said in one place they had to turn the volume.
I didn't notice that.
Now the thing is, they must have had. Did
you know
Someone would turn the volume down
Parcel.
Yes, but they
because
haven't
they're all
got.
watching independently, aren't they?
Well, exactly. But what the two things there. A, they were not listening to the music, because if you were listening to the
Yeah,
music,
you're not watching.
you would want that crescendo, which it was.
Right.
And
It was the crescendo was intentional.
Oh yeah.
Which I think that's sometimes what they miss.
I made sure I did it on the meter,
Right.
and nothing exceeded minus 6 dB. And also, when it started, there was the graphic, and there were two whooshes like that.
Yes.
And that gave you the peak.
Yeah.
Now, anybody that knows anything about audio and setting audio,
Right.
you have a datum. This is why they used to put a sine wave.
Yeah.
They were a beep like that. It wasn't there for fun. That was your maximum audio.
Yeah. A reference. A
A
reference.
reference audio. and it's also gone through a loudness
Yeah.
filter.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that is marking it down from a 4-star,
Yeah.
all these creepy little things, nasty little things, to me, that's the thing that
That's when you want to print off.
Yeah.
right
But
at me.
okay, having sort of said that,
Can I just mention, as regards to star rating, I mean, I've not put one in. It's 2 years since I put one in because I've been poorly. But my film they put into BF, which was shown in one of the bigger theatres on a Saturday, called Invisible Me. I actually had a drugs captured on film, a drugs deal in Birmingham,
So do I have to put it in back?
Yeah.
and I thought, if anybody deserves a 5-star, it's captured a live drugs deal in Birmingham. I got 3 stars for it.
Right, so that's fine.
Because it may, I don't know, it may be the other parts of the film, not seeing the film, it may be the other parts of the film that dragged it down. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll
But
just make the last point. The last point on this, what I like was, they say it looked.
Can I keep this?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, it looked too squeaky clean.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
problem with AI,
The,
isn't it?
the people
it isn't. No,
the
it
people are
isn't.
too beautiful.
I deliberately put in the prompt. I've got to downscale it. The
Right.
images have got to be fairly fluffy, and also it was edited in Final Cut Pro, and it had film grain in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and really, it's in CinemaScope, because that is the only way that I can. Because I use 3 programs
Yeah.
to get the images, and that's the only way I could get the proportion. Well, if they were looking at it on, it was intended to be seen on the big screen.
Yeah, right.
Well, you don't know what sort of crappy little monitor they're watching it on.
It'd just be on a laptop, wouldn't it? It'd just be a
They say,
laptop.
with Gordon, you know it's going to be a 24-inch.
I've got
Okay.
a thing from
I don't know what.
Which
the
these
other-
days is small.
Yeah, which is fairly small.
Very small these days.
Yeah, these days it's small.
Mm.
They're okay.
Anyway, I'm giving things a rest.
no,
So.
no. Could I just say or ask when's the next one? I'm
I'm not
thinking,
doing another one.
You're not doing another one.
I'm not doing another one. I've cancelled my.
You
Well,
can
I-
do the subscriptions to AI.
Yeah.
Really?
I did it yesterday. Yeah.
Oh no! You should do that. No, because
Well,
I think.
I'll tell you what
my
I
opinion-
really loved about the film. The older guy shots where he's sitting at the table.
Yeah.
The emotional expression on his face was really, really good.
They say there they couldn't make up their mind whether it was a real person or whether it was AI.
well, that really is good, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, I think it is.
It's got to be,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's good.
It's got to be good. Got to be good.
No,
If that had got a 4-star, I would have been
Oh, come
reasonably.
Oh,
Come on,
Pat, for
Patrick. I think
God's
you're-
sake.
I think you're nitpicking.
If it had been screened,
Howard,
they're
Howard.
screening.
I'm looking from outside. I'm looking from outside, not inside like you are.
If it was been, they've got 3 days of screening in the Crescent Theatre, so they've got an extra day, and I would have thought they could have had an extra day where they would have shown films of some merit, films that were different. I mean, Jill's film, this one about the blind cricketers,
That's right. Yes.
it's just got 5 stars, but at the end they say, oh, this was too long and that's too long. But I think they've selected, I mean, to me, it was a good film, but it was very pedestrian. It was a documentary, and you think, well, there's no highs and lows to it.
It'd probably get the best club film.
Did well to get 5 stars as a documentary because usually it's drama
well,
only
we
gets
got
5
4
stars.
stars.
you
last
look
year
round, there's only the 4 of us round the table. You've got 3 people now telling you about yours.
Yeah,
We're all saying it's good.
it's good.
It's good, and that we're not saying it's great. We're not saying it's excellent. We're saying it's good, and I think it's good because of the medium that you're working in.
And it's good. It's good. It's good for first attempt as well.
Yeah. Oh, don't give it up.
So next
No.
time, lock yourself away.
I was on.
You know what I was like with AI?
I didn't even say
You're rubbish.
I was sort of like, and in certain circumstances, I still remain say the same. I don't want AI taking it over. But I think what you've done is brave, it's excellent. Don't get disappointed.
No.
Take it on the shoulder, take it on the chin, and do another
Do the
film.
next one, yeah.
Because technology is changing all the time. You said it.
Well, I know.
What,
it's, I mean,
one of the, can you say,
better.
one of the important things about films with audiences is they suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
That the trolley rails aren't there doesn't matter. That the music a bit too loud doesn't matter. Most audiences are only interested in the story.
Can I come
They're only interested in the story.
Annette
Yeah,
won some great awards. as
yeah.
you know.
Best actress.
Would you believe? But I watched Hamlet.
Right.
I went to the cinema.
Right,
And I nodded off halfway through the film.
right,
Okay, it was interesting,
right.
but
It didn't grab you.
no, it didn't. My wife enjoyed it,
Right.
but in the cinema, you come out, you think, well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're either
Yeah.
sort of involved or you're not.
And the lady gets an award.
Yeah, best
Because
actress.
the one thing that I could never get up with Hamlet.
What award did she get? Was it the
Best actress. She got best actress. And she's Irish.
She was
But then
good.
again, you see, that is
was
one aspect to the film.
Yeah,
You can have a best actress
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the film can be absolutely shite.
yeah, that's right.
I know you're keeping that because she's part and parcel.
that's the only one I've got.
Yeah, okay. I'll have a look. But
No,
now
I haven't seen the
No, it's
results of the
very
Oscars.
good.
Okay, well,
was absolutely knackered
I've
last
recorded 15 minutes, 16 minutes for Jeff, so I'll send it to him so he can feel he's not too left out.